It's fine.
All right.
As long as if Ray doesn't have to talk and doesn't have to steer the ship off the road like he usually does, then it's good. Yeah.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
There you go. Yeah, you can have it. Good, because we drive it straight into a volcano usually. So
except for that's the heart, Tim, and that can never be mended. You know that. The heart always breaks.
Nah, dude, one of your girlfriends take care of that for you.
Oh.
No, they usually go, well, thank you for the free meal. Have a good day, sir.
Ray is a 60-year-old man in a 30-year-old's body.
I am, yeah.
Anyone doesn't know.
Nice.
His references are like way older than they should be for someone his age.
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
I would love to see that fight. And I would be rooting for Greg Hardy the entire time.
Funny thing, if you've ever wanted to see me in pain at any point that we've been hanging out, today's your day.
Ray, they see you in pain every time you do a set.
This is true.
Damn.
Yeah. So Thomas has seen it and Tim's never seen it.
No,
It was basically if Mortal Kombat was a shitty like Saturday morning cartoon. Like
Yeah, exactly.
they had like they had a Native American character on there. They had they had the street tough black guy. Like they had all the stereotypes. WMAC masters.
There it is.
It's such a.
so you're
cool
saying it
show.
doesn't hold up? Is that what you're trying to
It
say?
does not at all.
It doesn't look fit full, Ray. Let me see that glass. No, Ray, top it off.
This is like goddamn amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
No, I just want you to follow the rules. What happens if you don't follow the rules? The wheel gets you back again.
This is true.
Why don't you two fight each other?
We've talked about it.
I've been
We've
thinking
talked
that,
about
but
it.
I didn't want to say anything.
We have talked about
I'm
this
still at a
for
stage.
years,
I can't fight
man.
anybody right now.
I
probably
am
used to a
so
9-year-old right
down.
now.
I will meet him at a weight. I don't care if I have to gain weight to fucking fight Tim, but it would mostly be like it would be a rolling match in the cage.
Pretty
like
much.
somebody would take someone down.
What's crazy is out of all of us, Tim looks like he's most likely to be the wrestling fan.
I see so many fucking guys who look like Tim Danko at AIW shows. It's not even funny. And I love I see him. I'm like, I want to buy him a shot, but it's not Tim. And I get sad.
Yeah, and this kid's going to be a star, obviously. And that's what they wanted to happen. They want him to get a big win in London. They're hoping that was going to happen. I mean, did they give him somebody they think he could beat? Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like Vargas isn't tough. Vargas is a tough guy. And yeah, Pimblett was a big favorite. But that's what they wanted to happen. They want this kid to be one of their next big stars, especially in the lightweight division. And now he's won two fights, one by knockout, right, and one by submission. So now he's going to fight somebody tough. And that division's super stacked. So there's tons of people he could fight. Before you put me on, I'm screaming at my microphone because you didn't put me on. I'm like, she's Mexican, you racist asshole.
I don't know.
Spanish, you monster. But you didn't put me on because you want to talk wrestling. He had I only had one fight. He had two fights, but my one fight lasted longer than his two fights combined by like a lot. I think both his fights were inside of a minute.
And how did your fight end, Tim?
I got TKO'd in the second round. And there's a lot of guys, strikers, that have just became fantastic at takedown defense. I mean, Anderson Silva was good at it. Like, Junior Santos was good at it. I mean, those are just the first two I think of. But there's been a lot that, I mean, if you're a striker like that, you have to have good takedown defense. There's been a lot of guys who have great takedown defense, and he's one of them. However, I mean, Robert Whittaker is a striker first. He's not a wrestler. And, however, neither really is Cannonier. Maybe a little bit more, but I don't really expect Cannonier to fight him that way. I'm excited to see that fight, though. I don't expect Izzy to lose at all, but I like Cannonier a lot. And he's a tough guy, so I'll definitely watch that fight. But if either of us touch the other one's liver, we'll die, Ray.
Probably. That'd be fun. I want to be the first MMA death of like a true amateur, where it's like the worst fight ever. How
bad would it be if you got
MMA fight, bro?
Killed in the cage. You got killed in the cage by me.
Yes.
His liver exploded.
And with that, we're here. Tim Danko, right over here. Ray Highclack, right here. Bro Plata, episode 214. 214! It's a good time, man. It's a good time. Yeah, it's good. It's good vibes. It's good times, Tim. Do you like the times?
I'm obviously trying to do something right now, Ray.
I see that, and I can see you perfectly.
All right, so just didn't shut up.
Hey, I was trying to do work, okay? Technical work that needed
Everything
to be
was fine. It
done.
was always fine. You're making up excuses for
No,
why you suck at this.
I was actually being concerned. I mean,
Honestly, dude, you need to smoke less weed. That's really what it is.
no. I promise you, I didn't see you. I did not see you on my computer screen, and I
You're blind
started
as
freaking
fuck.
out.
You're blind as fuck. Do people know we're on?
Yes, I've posted in the Discord. I've
Alright, good.
done my work.
Right. One post. That's enough. That's all I
Yeah.
do too. So hold on. Oh,
Well, yeah, because that you don't over post in a Discord. That's horrible.
no, I meant just in general.
Oh,
One
yeah.
post is
Well, I
enough
mean,
posts,
again, we
man.
don't have like a social media person. Like, I wish
You
we
do, but where the
did.
fuck is he?
He's somewhere.
Is he
He said he
coming?
was heading back to his house. So,
Okay, he'll be here.
yeah, he's pulling a Thomas.
Okay,
and,
that's fine.
Late as fuck. Late as fuck. Oh,
That's
man.
fine.
But we have a good show today for you guys.
Now I think, is my background blurry? I think I might have accidentally made it blurry. 'Cause I hit this video thing.
It doesn't look It doesn't look blurry.
How about now?
Hold on.
Same.
Yeah, it's
All right, then it's probably fine.
okay.
So I was clicking stuff I didn't know what. I was clicking too many things.
Fucking Danko just clicking things, letting his OCD
No, it's
go.
because of you. Because you're telling me things aren't working, so I'll just go clicking things I don't need to click.
Hey,
Put me in panic, dude. You know I have anxiety. Why the fuck would you do this to me? Okay,
because I have anxiety that I want quality, Danko. I want quality.
listen, this is something very important I have to do first, okay? First thing, there's a new member of the show, and I have to introduce you to all of you to him. This is a new member of the show. This is Dr. Webster.
Dr. Webster.
Just what the doctor ordered. Bourbon. He prescribes me bourbon, and this will be the cup I drink from now on.
Oh no.
I have a new cup on the show. And his name is Dr.
God.
Webster. I got him yesterday at the Rubber Ducks game when I went with my niece.
You better watch that daily.
Dude, the other one I would like not wash it all week, and then it would smell like vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's all right. The other cup I've been using for lemonade. I've been making like lemonade with just like lemon juice and like stevia.
Okay.
I've been mixing it in that cup. But I got this yesterday, so this is the new bourbon cup. So everyone, welcome Dr. Webster. Dr.
Webster.
Webster. True. Part of the family now.
Yay! New
Very
character on the show.
unusual.
Every time though, you have to flip it over to just what the doctor ordered. Oh.
Stanley Steamer, shout out.
Sponsor our show.
Oh, my voice has been crappy ever since I've just been drinking a fuck ton of lemonade. The citrus is not doing good for me.
Yeah, it's the acid.
Dr. Webster can kiss my ass. You know what? He's now the number 3 on this show. So you have to put up with him.
By the way, turn your phone off from your browser, like the other camera you're using.
My phone? What do you mean?
Oh, there's like a second camera on right now. You have a tab open?
No.
Oh, because here.
Well, you're just gonna have to put up with that, I guess, until I figure out how to. I mean, I can hit.
I can kick that
here. How about now? Is it gone?
No, it's not gone. I'm gonna remove it though. I can, so I'm going to.
Can you still see me? Okay, because I pushed something because you should have just did that.
You know what, Tim? Mistakes were made. All right.
No, hopefully,
Not all evacuations
can
can
you see
work
me?
the
Because
way that you want
I thought
them
I
to.
fixed the problem, and now you maybe unfix the problem
I can see you
because
You're
you
just
couldn't.
frozen.
What? I am frozen
To
again.
me, you're frozen.
Again? Am I?
Let me look. Hold on.
I don't look like I'm frozen. I'm looking right now.
You're frozen on my end for some
You're
reason.
pissing me off.
Here, I will prove it to you. I will prove what's going on.
Was it fun before you made me fucking change this?
Yes.
Motherfucker! Ray! You're such a piece of oh, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
I can see you. But
I
here,
hate you
this is what I
so
see on
much.
your end. This is all I see. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a photo, and then also a video, and show you it's just frozen the entire time. Look at me. Look at me. Ha ha
No,
ha ha
it's
ha.
not frozen.
Tee-hee. It's frozen on my end,
Not frozen,
Tim.
and it wasn't before you made me fuck it up.
Well, I'm sorry.
You are like, oh my gosh. You wonder why? It is a fucking miracle we've done 214 episodes. It is nothing short of a fucking miracle.
But you're here's the video, and then there's me and you. But yeah, you're good on your end. On my end, for some reason, I can't. Like, you're not moving. You just look disappointed in me.
I'm trying to figure out what I did before to
See, now you're frozen. There we are. Oh, now it's working.
yeah, I did.
Why
I
do you
undid. I undid what you made me undo. So you can see me now.
Yes.
All right, I'm not doing this for you because I would be I would be angry if you were frozen the whole time. It would annoy me. So we're fine. We've always been fine. And then I was even fine on Ray's end until he made me undo what I did. So I had to undo the undoing. Where's Pulse? I need him. I need backup. I can't handle this man on my own.
Breathe. My God.
All right, I need a 5-minute Ray break.
Da 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 dee, da 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 da. I made Tim Dango lose his shit.
This is the problem.
I made Tim Dango angry.
But just by being yourself, you didn't really even have to try hard. You just had to be the incompetent Ray, and then that's
it's
Well,
how
he's
it
very
works.
shirtless.
What?
Oh, just because I understand what he's saying. Just the color of your shirt and the. Oh wait, are you shirtless?
What?
I just now noticed this. It's because of the cup. Damn it! I really do. Hey, put a shirt on. Put a fucking shirt
No.
on. Yeah, dude.
No.
I'm not looking at you with your fucking shirt off the whole time.
Yes, you are.
Please put a shirt on. I'm asking that.
I was at. You know what's sad?
Because of the lighting, I actually couldn't tell. Because I couldn't see your nipples. I just saw white. I thought you were wearing a white t-shirt.
No, this is my body, everybody.
Hey, help Pulse log into this thing.
Okay. Tim, talk. I'll be right back. Hold
Come
on.
back with a fucking shirt. Please.
No.
Please.
No.
Or put a robe on or something. Put something on.
I
I'll
have
compromise.
a robe.
Put a robe.
I have a robe. I just don't know where it is.
Well, that's normal, though, Casey. That's normal. Oh, You know, it's so funny. For half a second, my anxiety went away. Like, I'm not even joking. I like felt relief for half a second. I'm not even making that up. Like, for half a second, and you pop back on, and I'm like, fuck. And I'm probably there it is again. He's gone. I can hear you, so it doesn't help.
Yeah.
I'm not even making that up. I was just like, ooh, I feel like I just took a Xanax for half a second.
All right. I'm gonna go.
Go help Pulse. All right. We got stuff to talk about, man. Because we weren't here on Tuesday. We took the holiday off. We weren't planning on it originally, but then Ray had something to do. And I had my family over all day. And then Pulse said he wanted to do something. So we're like, what, fuck it. We'll just do Thursday. But how was everybody's 4th of July? Was it good? It was also my youngest niece's birthday, so we had our birthday party over here.
I'm actually high, Casey.
That's new. It's like saying the sky is blue. Throat kind of hurts. A lot of stuff to talk about. I went and saw Shania Twain last weekend. That's good. That's important. A lot of things happened. Fights happened. Fights are happening this weekend. Strickland won. Volkanovski going to be out year's ass again. Not again. They haven't fought before, have they? I don't know. I can't remember. Moreto's fighting. Bo Nichols fighting. Bo Nichols fighting the new guy. I think his name is Valentine Woodard or something. I don't know. It's a fun name.
Boo.
But
boo.
I'm not even like I wonder how much better I feel when it's cut Ray out of my life. Like I like to think that's not something, but now seeing when he comes on and comes off how I feel inside, I'm like, maybe that is a thing. I have to talk to a therapist about this.
I can see the
I'm not
therapist.
blaming you.
I can see the therapist though. Yeah, this guy really needs therapy. There's something about him that I'm agreeing with you.
Right. She's gonna be like, I think you're just making this up, Tim. It's all in your head until she watches the podcast one day. And then she's like, oh fuck. Yeah, geez. Get this guy out of your life. What, put a fucking shirt on? Yeah. You asked him nicely.
I like being shirtless. Okay.
You're right, Bert Kreischer. Hack. You're a hack.
I was doing the shirtless gimmick before Bert Kreischer. All right.
It's impossible. He's older than
when
you.
I was 4 years old,
He was naked
I would
before
not
you.
put a shirt on.
Nope.
Original. You heard it here first.
Do you have reverse body dysmorphia too? Like you forget you look bad with your shirt off because you used to look good with your shirt off?
I no, I've gotten to the point in my life in my 30s where it's like I don't care anymore. Like
You should care if you're bothering.
I really could give a shit less. Well, I don't know if I'm bothering. I know.
Me.
Hold on.
Pulse. Go get him. We are falling apart already. What else happened? Baseball stuff happened. Somebody threw a perfect game. I was mean to somebody. I feel really bad about that. I'll talk about that. Ugh, sheesh. I really wish I could take that back. I was really rude to somebody, and I'm usually not. I was just in a mood, and I was very hot and sweaty and angry. And I said something pretty fucked up to somebody. We'll talk about that. Man, I haven't had a voice in like a week. I guess I blame the citrus. I blame the CPAP, and I blame Shania Twain. All those things. Those three things together. Well, Shania was like a week ago now, but also, Ray and I lost someone we care a great deal about who did so much for both of us. We'll talk about that too. We've talked about him before. The guy who owns the comedy club in Akron. We love that guy. I mean, he passed away Tuesday. I just saw him last Thursday. He looked great. He had a stroke on Saturday. So we'll talk about that too. Probably go to calling hours tomorrow. It's a bummer. That guy helped so many people. And his family's great. Genuinely, probably the most hilarious person I know. Like, it's coming from someone like who knows a lot of comics. He might be the funniest person. He may have been. Like, I mean, he didn't have, like jokes like the comedians, but he just how he was, who he was, his personality was amazing. Was it the jab? What, the shots? No, but dude, that's why I'm still alive. I'd be dead if I didn't take the vaccines. You kidding me? That's a stat you don't hear about. Like, oh, people got sick from the vaccine. Are they dead? Are they dead? Sounds like it's working to me. Oh, you're talking about Pete? No, I wasn't that either. No, it was a long. He probably. I don't even know. Actually, I don't know if he had he was vaccinated. I don't know. Not my business. Although I'm guessing he probably was, but I don't know. No, I know he was diabetic and stuff, but like I said, he looked great on Thursday, last Thursday. Gonna miss that guy. All right, Ray's trying to help Pulse get here. Whew. What else? Fight stuff.
Forgot I changed the password on him. So I've gave him the new password. We're getting logged in as we speak.
Creed's official Facebook page changed their logo today. What does that mean? Does it mean nothing? If it means nothing, why would they do it? Why would they make a whole new logo if something wasn't going to happen, right? Maybe just bored. Put a new logo up. Why not? However, Tremonti has said that they will probably tour again eventually. But like right now, he's touring with Alter Bridge and the other two guys. Alter Bridge is touring right now, and they're on the road right now. And so is Scott Stapp. So we gotta wait till that's done. So maybe in a year or so. I don't know. It's just Creed gets back together, bro. For the amount of shows, like I got to be there. I got to figure that out. I'll do my best. I mean, hopefully it's they come to town, or at least one of these cities by me. There's like 3 cities by me they can come to, and it would be good. Cleveland, Columbus, Pittsburgh. Any of those is good. Other than that, a little difficult. Yes, Casey, with arms wide open. I was at the AA baseball game yesterday, and at one point they were playing higher over the loudspeaker, and my niece was probably wondering what happened to me because I just went full Scott Stapp mode because I was happy to hear higher. I get pumped anytime I hear Creed in public. That's 100% true. No matter where I am, bar, baseball game, grocery store, I hear Creed radio. I get pumped every time. I'm like, fuck yeah, Creed, because someone else besides me played it, right? So I'm like, at least I'm not the only one who still loves the Creed. Raymond?
Yeah. No, I've physically
drop something.
Got excited today when they changed their Facebook photo. Like I got the most pumped I've ever been in a long time. I'm like, Creed's coming back. Fucking what? Creed? They changed it. Why would they change it? There's got to be something. Like I went full, as I said to you in message, full Alex Jonesy. I was like, oh, hold on.
Well, you're not the only one because somebody on some rock website wrote the same thing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Don't be lipping the password. Cover your mouth, like baseball. If you have to say the password, yeah, do it like that. Yeah.
No, I typed it already into the Discord messenger with him. So
Oh well, geez, now we're gonna get hacked.
possibly, but Pulse is right here. He's on the line. Say hi, Pulse.
Hey, everybody.
Where the hell are
Gosh.
you? Sorry.
Tim's like, where the hell are you?
Yeah, I'm trying.
It's Ray's fault. Ray's fault. Ray's fault. Ray's fault. Ray's had a man. It's been. Sheesh, what are we on? We've been on 25 minutes. Been 20 minutes, and Ray's made a lot of mistakes so far.
Okay, it's sent a verification code to your email.
All right, I will type that to you and then see you in a sec. I'm hanging up. All right, bye. All right. Should be
This
good.
is interesting because I do have both cameras on at the same time. That's very strange. But when
And
I
you're
turn it
frozen
off,
again on my end, and I don't know why.
if it's just on your end, I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
So, honest, if it's just on your end, wouldn't that be your fault?
I have no idea. I'm clear on my end, so it might just be the fact that my laptop sucks. Which it
Ray's
does.
fault. Ray's fault. Ray's fault. Ray, have you beat off today? Good question.
No, actually, no, I did.
No.
Yeah, I did.
You're about to be all proud, like, no, I skipped it. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Yeah. Good old Pornhub getting me all excited. I'm trying to drag down, and it's
Gross.
not working. It's not working, Tim.
Trying to what?
See what this camera is not even showing up on my shit. That's
Why did you-
awesome.
Well, listen, I can remove that, but last time I froze.
Maybe it'll be the opposite now.
I don't think I trust it. Well, I mean, I got to check the stream to make sure I'm working on the stream. That's what
Yes.
actually matters. You don't matter.
For some reason now, Pulse. You know what? Fluke it. I'm going to restart my computer. Pulse is here. You guys see each other. I will return.
Okay.
Now everybody's there. Now we have everybody. Gosh darn
Yeah,
it.
that's not. Yeah, I just removed the other camera, but wait, no, I didn't.
No, it's not on. But I see Pulse. He's moving around by me. So, but yeah, you're still frozen, Tim. So I'm not sure exactly. Now you're unfrozen.
Yeah, it's your fucking laptop, bro. Just don't blame me. For
Yeah,
this
but I'm
anymore.
clear as day. That's what's bugging me, man.
That's you. That's you.
I know. Can't do it. Such a rough week.
I was planning on having fun today, and then Ray's like, you know what? Nope, I'm pissing all over that.
I didn't try. Definitely didn't try. I see you now. You're moving.
You're making your problem other people's problems. What it sounds like.
Well, that's what you do with friends. You project onto them all of your insecurities,
I don't.
and then take it out on them through vicious make funs. That's what I like to do.
I can see you better today, Pulse. I think. No, maybe I can't. I don't know.
Is my audio okay? Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know. Ask Ray. Ray probably can't hear you either.
I can hear him. I don't know, Tim.
All right, Casey says I haven't froze once. So
Okay.
you got me all worked up for nothing, and now I'm trying to get back to normal, the way I was feeling before, and I can't do it because you're just here
Here.
it's
Tim.
your fault. It's your fault. It's not my fault. It's your fault.
I wasn't saying it was your fault. I'm
Yes,
just saying
you
you're
did.
frozen and I can't see you.
You're making it sound like I did this. I didn't do anything wrong.
You do everything.
I do everything. You don't do shit. It's not
Me.
true. It's actually not true at all.
That's what I say, bitch. I am Bro Plata. All right? I am the show.
I like to think like you're the Robin to my Howard Stern. Like I feel like you do a lot more probably, but you know. We know who the moneymaker is here.
Pulse. Yeah, I know. He's absolutely our moneymaker on this show.
Speaking of that, we're dangerously close. Like this show does not take a lot of money to run, but we are dangerously close to not having enough money to continue Robo Plata. Like,
no, November I'll be able to. I'm gonna re-up.
Well, I can't buy pay-per-views anymore. So it's like fuck, dude. Like, send money if you want the show to continue. Fuck.
I mean, I can get
We need
you
a
a
telethon.
password.
I mean,
I gotta lower your morals in this game, bro. You gotta lower your morals.
I'm not gonna become a criminal for you people.
You know what? Fuck that Kyle Kinane joke. Ask for as many passwords as you want.
No,
okay?
No. First time I heard that, the first thing I thought of is fucking Ray. Fucking Ray. Asking for all my passwords. Why do I have to be the one that fucking pays for all the services?
Because I don't have money and you're a nice guy.
I don't have money either.
You don't have $9.99?
Dude, I have like 8 services or some shit. I don't know how many I have. I think I pay $100 a month. My USC Fight Pass comes out next month. They gave me an email, gave me a month advance, telling me when it was going to come out. So that was nice of them. I've got to put it on my calendar so I don't forget.
Yes. You see just an alarm on your phone go off. Fight. Oh, the payment. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go back to snoring. You think your nose might be broken? I've been having like thoughts of getting my nose reset.
Do you think my nose would be I don't think so. My cartilage is a little messed up from the CPAP, but itself, no. It's fine. Might be a little deviated, but not bad.
Yeah, I want to get it more straightened out and like keep the shape and everything.
You have to have a surgery. You can't just like.
Oh, I know.
And they won't do it unless. Well, you can get elective. Ray can just get a nose job. Just get a nose job, Ray. Get a tiny nose.
I need it reset. I don't want any shape to be lost off of this fucking miraculous nose of mine.
How about I just punch you as hard as I can in the nose? See what happens then.
I mean, it's happened before.
With you.
It's happened before.
All right.
Have y'all actually fought each other? Have y'all fist?
No,
not yet.
Punched, though,
listen,
if
we did this show together, we would have probably a couple times by now. But luckily, we're 100 miles apart.
Yeah, the studio would look like
happen in Las Vegas?
What?
I was asking, did anything happen in Vegas?
Oh, no. No, Ray wasn't mad at me in Vegas. He got mad, but not at me.
Oh,
yeah, I got mad at Bo Nickel
no,
for
I'm not
cheating.
talking about that.
Oh, got mad at family members.
I'm still like laughing inside. just you freaking out in the phone call that in the middle of the casino. That made me laugh pretty hard.
Yeah. It was an embarrassing moment, but it was kind of funny because I was just like,
I don't know if you saw other people laughing at you, but I was laughing at other people.
I really didn't care at that point. I was in full rage mode at that point.
I know. That's why I didn't say anything at the time. So I'm like, I don't want to make this any fucking worse.
It was a while ago.
However, no, Pulse, are you in a public restroom? You sound like you're in a public restroom.
No.
Okay.
Was there an echo?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's just handing somebody a towel.
Hey, man, I'll be impressed if you're doing this at work. You're just like,
no.
Just start popping mints.
Yes. He sprays himself with the cologne.
Maybe. Under the armpits.
Yes.
Which is what Ray would do if he was a man. Ray would be the worst bathroom attendant. He'll have like his pockets full of toilet paper and shit.
Do you need it? I got it for days.
Yeah, every time I see him, he'd be like a grandmother with like pockets full of mints. You guys want a mint? Ray always has mints because he steals it from work. There you go. Dude, there was a perfect game last week.
I know.
First one in 11 years.
Yeah.
Who threw it?
Jermaine, from the Yankees.
Oh yeah.
Jermaine. What's his first name? Fuck.
Can't remember.
But he's the guy who he just got off a suspension for cheating, and then he throws the first perfect game in 11 years.
Uh-oh. You think how many cups an hour was
Domingo
he
Germán.
like?
Yeah, Domingo Germán.
How many cups an hour do you think he was peeing in after he got that perfect game? Like the MLB was just like, no way, nope, we're not doing this.
Well, he didn't get suspended for that. He got suspended for sticky stuff.
Oh,
And
well,
they check his hands. I mean, they check his hands after every inning. They always do, and before now, before and after. So, I'm slurring my words a lot lately. I think I'm dying. So, put me on the list.
Didn't they say David Wells once threw a perfect game while being drunk?
He was hungover, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he was out with the Saturday Night Live cast like all night and didn't sleep, and then he threw a perfect game.
Who was it? Doc Ellis was on LSD when he did his.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
So I'm just saying, everybody cheat. Everybody cheat.
Just use as much acid and cocaine as you want in the dugout. As long as it's out on the field.
Do you know what guys were using for a long time? I don't know if they're still using it or not, but they were using Viagra for the longest time.
What?
Yeah, Viagra. Athletes are using. They may still do it. They use Viagra when they play. So they're the blood vessels, and it helps you like stamina and stuff, breathing.
Jesus
whatnot.
H Christ.
So yeah, no, that's a real thing.
The Tacoma tent pitchers created for the team.
Maybe. Well, my first thought was, I'm like, how does that work? But I'm like, I don't know. If you're doing other stuff, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have a hard on because you took Viagra. You don't get an automatic one.
I mean, I've never tried it. Never needed it.
Well, from what I hear, I should say I haven't either. But
have you ever? No.
No. Have you, Paul?
Take your sunglasses off.
No.
Me?
Yeah.
Listen, if I had some, I'd probably try it, but I never had it.
I'm going to highlight you. No, don't put them down yet. I want to see your eyes. Look me dead in the face.
I would have if I had some.
Viagra.
I would have if I had some, but how am I going to get it? I don't have any. I spend enough fucking money on pills. They don't work.
True.
I need to go see a new.
How much is what's it called?
Thanks, Ray. That makes a lot of
Blue
sense.
Chew or whatever.
I don't know. Ray, I'm not sexually active. I haven't been for a long time.
You make it sound like you can just get that off the street. Don't you need like a prescription?
No, Blue Chew you can do it without.
Oh,
what
really?
Is it then?
Yeah.
Fake? It sounds fake. Fake.
It became public domain. I guess the fucking thing for Viagra, and now there's generics.
I mean, yeah, the patent ran out. Yeah, patent ran out. So yeah, after that happened, there's all kinds of generics. But if they're using the main formula, you have to have a prescription if Blue Chews is really something you don't need a prescription for, then it's not that. It's something else.
What about those gas station pills, like the one with the rhino on it?
Oh, the rhino pills. Yeah.
Apparently, those don't work either.
Oh, really?
John Jones said they worked.
That's what I heard. That's what he got busted for.
It was the rhino pills.
No, he got busted for steroids. Pulse. He was just lying. You really believed that? Oh no, it was boner pills, guys. No, he was cheating. Everybody knows that.
No, I believe that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah. Why?
John Jones said no. That's a fucking lie, dude. He was on steroids.
I'm not letting Tim use his white privilege on Pulse by black guilting him into thinking John Jones used
what
rhino
does this
pills.
have to do with race? Nothing. You get me crap for stretching.
You're
the
a white man
logo.
yelling at a black
this is a
man.
bigger
You're
stretch
wrong.
Than
it was
electrician's
steroids.
Logo. No.
Racist.
It was because
racist.
You're right. Only black people have ever been on steroids.
Well, if you look at Barry Bonds, you look at
Mark McGuire, Brady Anderson. I don't know. This is first two I think of.
John Rocker.
John Rocker's on him now.
I know. He probably is. Just walking around. Where's he from? Like Georgia?
Georgia
Georgia or
I think
Alabama?
he lives in Atlanta now. I
You
don't,
remember
I don't know.
you remember the late Ken Caminetti?
Yeah, he was in that shit.
I
Dude.
remember seeing him as a child, like when he played for the Stros, and it was always odd to me how he was built. He was built like a real life Johnny Bravo. He had like the tiniest little legs, and his torso was huge. And I was like, this guy's definitely on something.
You watch like any game film from like 2001, early 2000s, whatever. Like everybody, they look like different humans, like a different species of human, like almost everybody, even like the backup catcher. I was watching an old Indians film and like Enar Diaz. Remember Enar Diaz?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was jacked. I'm like, fucking Enar Diaz.
Well, I mean, even you bring up the Stroh's pulse. I mean, how about fucking
Bagwell?
Bagwell.
Yeah.
Oh no, hell no!
Dude,
Come on, man.
Bagwell was roided to the gills. His fucking traps and lats looked like they could have suffered orphans. Like
What-
like
What
He
proves
was
you
big as a
wrong?
Caminetti.
Bagwell wasn't on the Mitchell report. Him or Biggio, neither of them guys.
I
I'm
believe
just
it when I see
saying.
it.
Dude, you know what? Neither was Bonds. So, but obviously he was taking shit. Right?
He wasn't.
Dude, no, Bonds has never. Wait, hold on, I don't know. Well, there's never been any proof of Bonds.
I mean, look at him. I
He
mean,
might have been might have been on the Mitchell report, but he never failed a drug test. I know that's true.
I mean, he was like 48 years old, hitting 60 home runs a
know.
season. That's like pretty
I know.
obvious.
Well, you know what? David Ortiz did a clean. Sorry.
Have you seen Sandy
Nelson
Sosa
Cruz
lately?
is clean right now. Sorry.
Is Nelson Cruz still in the league?
Yeah, I think he plays for. I want to see San Diego. I'm not sure.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's like 43. Still
Is
hitting
he-
dingers.
What about what was his name? Josh Hamilton. Now I know he was on drugs, but was he ever on roids?
I don't think he was on that drug. He was on cocaine. He did a lot of cocaine.
Wasn't that the dude that won the home run derby that one year?
And the MVP for the
Yeah,
Rangers.
yeah.
Yeah, he hit 4 dingers in a game one time. However, so did Scooter Jeanette. So, which is the funniest thing ever. Scooter Jeanette. I think he's the last guy to hit 4 in a game. Scooter Jeanette, and he's like 5'8".
I was watching.
not a home run
I was watching a thing on 4th of July about because Scooter Gillette reminded me of this guy. He was like the preacher that got prohibition started. He was a former baseball player. It was like his name was like Sunny Day or something. It was like a weird fucking thing. But I looked up his stats. He actually was pretty fucking good. But it was also in like the 1800s is when he really like played. So
It's not as good as Rube Waddell, fucking chasing fire trucks in between innings,
trying to think who else.
stealing
Raleigh Fingers. Always a good one.
stealing patrons' beers and chugging them. No, dude, I think we did a whole show where we just made up really messed up baseball names. A long time ago, like Gerd Ferguson. It sounds like you need an ailment of some sort, and then, just I don't know. Another one.
Old Ricketts McIntyre.
Right. Ricketts McIntyre. Yeah. Gout Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, swine flu O'Sally. He's an Irishman, so.
Nub Pinky McNeil. 3-ball Washington. Just names like that.
Lloyd Goiter. Casey
Sure,
Jones.
Goiter Jones.
Gold Goiter Jones over here. Man hits and runs like a stallion.
All right, Paul, should go. Put you on the spot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's got to be an old-timey disease and like a last
Polio Jackson.
Tuberculosis Jones. I don't.
All right.
The hell of a third baseman. Tuberculosis Jones. really knew how to run, like keep between the line and the box that he had to be in to be a successful third baseman.
And here comes HIV Hickleberry.
Him in the 80s, dude. Like he was
good.
controversial, but I mean, his name did stand for Henry Ivan the Fourth. It didn't deserve what he got, you know.
Henry the Fourth, either Henry the Fourth or Henry Ivan the Fifth. Trying to fix your joke for you.
I know. I see that.
Anyway, Ames Abernathy. I don't know. The day we did it was a lot better than now. I think my brain.
Yeah, agreed. I do want to like talk about something. And actually, let me get sunglasses on because I might cry. Yeah, Paul, you might see two grown men weeping here in a second.
Let it out, bro.
I've already done plenty of weeping on this. I'm gonna do more tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll probably bawl pretty hard. I just
for sure. Yeah. But and also I didn't know Pete's real name. I'm gonna say that right out the bat. Did not realize his name wasn't Pete or Peter. I was like, he's a Christian. I thought it was his biblical name. No,
I definitely knew that wasn't his name, but I didn't know what his actual name was.
Boutros.
Something like that. Yeah.
Boutros Ghali. All right, I like it.
And well, I knew what Tony's name was.
Yeah,
but
because this is on his Facebook though.
Also, Pete's son's named after Tony. So. Okay, Ray, you want to do it? Do it.
Yeah. We lost a Cleveland comedy legend this past week. Officially, it was announced on the 4th of July. Pete.
That's when he died.
Yeah. But it was like we were all allowed to talk about what, because we had known for a couple days prior.
Well, I was told
Sunday?
Saturday. I was told Saturday night when it happened.
Okay.
And then he had a stroke. I don't know. I still don't know where or when. I haven't talked to anyone. I don't know if he was at the club. He must have been at the club. He's probably at the club all day.
Probably.
And then it happened Saturday night, and I just saw him last Thursday. And he honestly, my first thought was how good he looked. He looked great. He lost a bunch of weight. Looks great. Then I got that message on Saturday that he had a stroke. And the first one said that he had a stroke and he was at the Cleveland Clinic, I believe. And that it didn't look good. And then like 10 minutes after that, I got one that said he doesn't have any brain activity. And then they waited to take him off life support till his sons got there because they were both out of town. One was out of the country. So they had waited to that. But we talked about him a bunch before.
Never had him on, sadly.
I don't think he would have done it anywhere else. I would have asked him.
True.
But somebody that it means a lot to me and Ray, but a lot of people when he did so much for so many people. The dude had a giant heart. His family's amazing.
Wonderful human beings. Wonderful.
And honestly, a guy who owned a comedy club, surrounded by comics, is funnier than everybody. Like, there's probably plenty of comedy club owners who think they're comedians, and he never thought he was a comedian, but just his personality is funnier than everybody.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to miss, man. Like, I'm going to miss just walking in to, like, him just screaming at everybody, and then he'll turn around and go, "Hi, Clark, how are you?" And then I go on to something else.
Right. It's like, "Fuck you, Tim Danko. How you been? You doing good?"
Yeah.
I love that. He's somebody you can't really explain. We try, but you can, you'd have to meet him to get him. But and unfortunately, that's no longer an option. But he's one of the. He gives, like, the thing about comedy clubs is most of those places, the stages are like fucking Fort Knox. Like, it's like impossible to get. And if you're new, you have no fucking shot. Pete gave so many people chances, and if you tried hard, he kept putting you up, and if he lets you, he give you so many opportunities. And some of the cool shit I've done is either directly or indirectly because of Pete. 100%.
Yeah.
almost a lot of it. All of it stand up is directly or indirectly because of Pete. Either it's something Pete let me do, or something that I've done because I knew Pete let me do this, and I met other people, or what. Like one way or the other. Shoot, I lost my train of thought already.
No, I agree with you, man. Like he, especially the Wednesday shows. Sometimes I'd go like even after not being there for a while, I would just go to a Wednesday show and just kind of hang out and watch all like the new fresh faces of Akron comedy trying to impress Pete. And it was always fun to just watch him scream and yell at these people for hours, just hours on end.
It's so
Like,
great when people, number one, where people got offended by it, and some of them really did. But most, I mean, listen, that was the first place I did comedy. Was it yours?
no.
Okay, first place I did comedy, and I just kind of thought that was what comedy was. Like, there's just the guy who owns the place who just screams at you when you do set, and you're like, okay, come back next week. Don't fucking suck. I'm like, all right. I thought
In your defense, I had Lee Herlands at the Improv as my first like comedy person,
though, wasn't he? So I never met him.
He was a surly bat. He was like Pete in a way. He was like a surly motherfucker. Is that the real Pulse? Yes.
I don't know.
It
Honestly,
is the real
we
Pulse,
don't know
and
for sure. I don't know.
It's Tim.
What?
You know, we've spent a lot of money on this Pulse AI for you to just like immediately
That's
admit
true.
that it was.
That's true. Well, we just used the original engine from Thomas. You know, we just pretty much.
Yeah, it was a copy paste kind of thing.
Mhm.
We went to Pulse's Facebook and created this AI.
Now we interrupted our Pete tribute. Now we can't cut it out.
But no, he could. But no, yeah. Pete was a guy who, and I put it in my Facebook post, like he was hilarious in the fact he was angry. Like I've never seen a person where I'm never afraid of him because he's always yelling. Like you just get used to it, and you're like, okay.
You can see him like a couple times. I've seen him actually angry. Like that's just his normal.
Oh, he's been mad at me many times.
Well, listen, I think everyone's been banned at one point or the other. I was banned for a while, but banned, and then I worked for him, and he was so good to me, that dude, and in his family, because like because I Tourette's, and their oldest son also has Tourette's. I think that was part of it. And he gave me a job. I worked there for 3 or 4 years, and I was a terrible employee. I showed up most of the time when he wanted me to, not always. And I'm like, I'm not coming in, Pete. I'm just whatever. He told me every time I was not allowed to drink on the job. He made that very clear. I was drunk the entire time. When I was working for Pete, I always had I would go when the feature, I would help him see people, do the announcements, make sure the sound's all right. Then when the feature was up, I would go to the liquor store, get vodka and some sort of mixer. Then I come back with some sort of container of either like Coke or like Gatorade or something, and then alcohol. And I would just I mean, I want to think that he had to know, but the thing is, back then I was pretty good at drinking, so I probably I don't know.
You've never been good at drinking, okay?
Oh, dude, I was really good at it before. When I was on pills, I was great at it.
That's not a good combo.
Have you not tried
psychopath? You guys look like Bruise Brothers with those sunglasses on. Goddamn right, Moss.
Maybe.
Our
eyes are sensitive, man.
Yeah, well, I'm just also really baked, so like
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's very.
I don't know the lighting down here. The lights sometimes seem too bright. But geez, somebody on their podcast yesterday told this story about me, and well, first of all, my online handle, the Dig Danko, that's from him. That's from Pete.
Yeah.
He called me Dig Danko. I don't really know why. I know where it came from, but I don't know really why he called me that. He's like, "Fucking Dig Danko, fuck you, Dig Danko." Yeah. He would even bring me on stage when he was doing the announcements, which is hilarious because he would be in the back in the God mic doing the announcements for the comedy show. Like, here's who is here tonight, blah, blah, blah. Here's this comic. And he had such a heavy accent, and the sound back there wasn't perfect. So you
Horrible.
couldn't hear a single thing he said.
It was
so great when people were there for the first time. You can see their faces like, are we supposed to know what he's saying? Because it's all hibbida, hibbida, hibbida. It's a the fucking Connor.
Here we are, greatest comedy club in Cleveland. We've been here 35 fucking years.
Put the feel some fucking noise.
We're gonna have some guest spots, and we're going to also have a third person that we're going to be big surprise. But for right now, give it up for Dig fucking Dango. It's like being yelled at by a New York subway conductor.
Paulson, I'm sorry because you know nothing about this, but this is
For us, this is like
Neither
we're having memories right now.
Yeah. Oh man, I miss that guy so much. But the Dig Danko thing, like at one point when he first started using Twitter, he had the best Twitter page on Twitter, and including the Iron Sheik. There were some tweets where he went back and forth with the Iron Sheik. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen, and I can't find them. I was looking for them.
No,
but I don't even know how to. I made a video like 10 years ago of like I cut and pasted and our back and forth on Twitter, and then I like put the best friend song in there. People let me tell you, right? And it's still up there. We can pull it up, but his Twitter was hilarious because he tweeted like he talked, and it never made any sense. And he would hashtag all kinds of weird stuff, and when we were like, "What are you doing?" But one time there was a picture of me and a guy somewhere, I don't know, on my lap. I guess we were drinking and fucking around. I don't know, fucking around, not necessarily fucking. I wouldn't put it on the internet. That's private. That's on the OnlyFans. Fans are gonna pay for that. But he said something like, "All the dudes hashtag Dig Danko." We're like, what? And then it stuck, and he called me that forever, and I've been using it as my online handle.
That's
for a while, and I love it. I think it's cool.
Yeah,
I don't know what it means really, but
nah.
Dig Danko. That's
He would.
I'm really happy I saw him last week. But
He would constantly fuck my name up on purpose. He would go to me sometimes and be like, "Ray, I'm going to call you Ray," and he would do like the most random names. Like, "I'm going to call you Ray Schmoobin," and that's gonna be my fucking name. I'm like, I'm Ray Schmoobin for the night. Like,
Ray Schmoobin does sound like a 90s comic with his jacket with shoulder pads.
He one time introduced me from, I think, Australia or like another Russian country of like a Russian country.
Your dick is like a Russian sickle.
It's spread apart by many things, including bureaucracy.
No, he'd be like, he dying like duck out there. He dying like duck.
Oh, I posted that on Facebook before I went to sleep last night. Was you die like or he die like duck? Just Pete. I gave him the quote. Just because
right.
It's the one.
Like, this man would heckle his own comics.
Yeah.
While they're on stage. And sometimes from the God mic.
Yeah.
So like
get the fuck off.
Became you yelling back and forth with the God mic with the owner, other than you telling you jokes. It was you going back and forth with the owner. That was
set. The tradition of all comics who either started or hosted there, you had to do like Pete, does anybody know a Pete thing? And Pete would get on the God mic and go, "Fuck you."
Fuck you, Tim Dangle.
He was.
You gay.
Yeah. Cody Cooper. Anytime I hear the words "he gay," I think Cody Cooper, because that's all Pete would ever say about Cody Cooper's. Cody Cooper gay, man. He he's never around with women. He's always like, "Ooh, with Billy Squire."
But the story that Marv told on his podcast yesterday
Yeah,
was I mean, there's a bunch of us there. I know Chris Clem was there. But I don't know how it started, but he's basically like, Dick Danko, I know you're gay. Admit to me you're gay. I book you. Everyone's laughing. I'm like, Pete, I'm not gay. He's like, no, I know you are. Just admit it. I book you tonight. I'm like, Pete, I'm not gay. He's like, you're gay. Tell me you're gay. Tell me you're gay, and I will book you right now. We're all just losing it in the bar. It's just someone you couldn't make up.
no.
And there'll never be another person like him. Completely original and just the biggest heart ever. There's a great. Did you see the piece that was on Channel 5 or whatever?
Yeah, with like Landau was one of the people.
Dave Landau, Jim Florentine, yeah. Jim Florentine just talking about how he lost his ride to the airport, and Pete's like, "I'll be there 6 minutes," and he drove him to the airport. Not other owner would do that. So he let Jim Florentine borrow his truck once.
Yeah.
He's like, just come back tomorrow bring it back tomorrow. You can bring my truck. To go to Cleveland, which is like an hour from the club. So yeah. He do almost anything for anybody. And his family too, not just him. But they gave me a key to the condo. I still have it. I don't know if it's still any good, but they're like, you drank too much. If there's no one in the condo, you stay in the condo. I'm like, okay, cool. So did you ever go to the Christmas parties?
No, I
Oh,
never
you missed
got
out.
the
They were
chance to.
amazing. Nadal's spread the food was so good, and like they're just very, very into Christmas.
Well,
So,
yeah.
I
mean, they were hardcore. They're a hardcore Christian family.
they fought a war over it.
Yeah.
So,
Pulse. This guy fought in the Lebanese army. Like against terrorists and shit. Like people were blowing themselves up. And the motherfucker owned a goddamn comedy club in Akron, Ohio, of all places.
I could talk about them forever. I'm just trying to think of the good ones. It's just, again, like it's not. The roast of Pete is still online, so everyone find the roast of Pete.
Yeah, we'll link to that.
Yeah, I wasn't on it, but I am mentioned twice. Chris Clem did mention that "Tell me you're gay" story. He did mention that because that is a.
I'll never forget the first time I met him. I got the exact spiel that he gives every comic that he's never seen before on a Wednesday.
He used to do back when it was on Tuesdays.
Yeah,
he used to do like a sermon. Almost in the telling everybody how it is comedy is all the amateurs every Tuesday, and he's like screaming, he's like, this is hard, you have to, and they always complained about it, but he was only helping the comics by telling them that they had to be clean on Tuesdays. He was helping them. It wasn't for his. He obviously doesn't have a clean club. He's obviously not clean, right? He was doing it for you, and people didn't understand that, and they bitch about it, which is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a shame that like a lot of people. I didn't take some advice that he gave to me, although I couldn't understand, like we've established, like half the time what he was talking about.
Well, I found this out. He was usually right.
Yeah,
when it came to comedy, he was not wrong often. So, I mean, he would never give you like specifics about like your material or anything. He wouldn't get that deep into it. But
no, he was, but I did enjoy when he was like, you need to bring at least 5 people. Bring 5 people. And you would see these fucking kids just sweating. Like,
because I didn't bring 5
newbies,
people. I was doing
like,
the same thing. And I didn't bring 5. I'm like, I brought 3. Can I go up? And he's like, okay, you can do 5 minutes.
Yeah. I learned after a while, just like fucking, I think it was Jeremy Shear. Jeremy Shear was just like, yeah, if you just show up, he'll give you work. Like, just show up every time, be there, be nice, and Pete's good. And Pete gave me one of my favorite moments in life was because of Pete. When I got to perform with Pablo Francisco. Like, Pete let me do a guest spot, and I got to, like, do a set in front of Pablo. That was, like, a dream come true. And if it wasn't for the Funny Stop, I wouldn't have done that at the Improv or Hilarities. Pete was the guy to make that happen. Like, he would give you those opportunities.
I don't know if I would have been doing comedy this long if I don't know if it would have went differently. I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, we did talk about this before, how we were like, this scene, the Northeast Ohio scene, like people are super nice and super accommodating, and then like if you come from out of town, they're like, "Oh, dude, get on the show," like that. But it's not like that other places. That's Pete. It's got to be from Pete. Like a lot of it is. That's how Pete treats people.
Yeah.
So and a lot of us are Pete's comics. So
he would give people from like Michigan and Cincinnati and Columbus, if they drove to the Funny Stop, he would give them time because he knew that they drove a long ass way, and he knew, okay, if I have this person, they're funny, I can bring them back, which he did. A lot of people that I got to see at the Improv or the Funny Stop, that I know and I love as human beings, are all because Pete has that club. Like, to me, that place made me love comedy more, even though Pete was always in a bad mood. You never were in a bad mood once you got used to him, like, ever.
And just the people I've met through that place,
Yeah. I mean, I the day after you messaged me, because when you messaged me about it, I knew it was a real thing. Like, I knew that this had legitimately happened because you and also Bob McClure. Shout out to Bob McClure always for also helping out Tim Danko when he wasn't feeling well. What was that, 6 months ago, maybe now?
I don't know. I think it was last fall.
But I mean, Pete gave you the opportunity, and you saw people excel at it, and those people are working today. I mean, Marcelo Hernandez.
Pete was talking about it on Thursday. When I saw him on Thursday, he called me and thanked me. Yeah, he's like, yeah. He said this club makes stars.
Yeah.
He said he thanked me. He was telling me about that, and he was also telling me about his kids, because anyone who went in there, comic or regular, anyone who talked to Pete always knew exactly what was happening with his kids, always. Like his sons. He's so proud of them. He talked about them constantly. And I know they know that, but I don't know if I feel up to saying something to him tomorrow, I'll say that too, because I think they know that, but every single, like, I've known him for 13 years, and for 13 years, I've known everything those kids were doing. I never asked. But he tells everybody because he was so proud of them.
Yeah.
And they are good kids.
My son going to NFL. And I want Yusuf now to do it. Like, that's,
well, last I heard, he has a tryout for the XFL. So
yeah,
that's what I heard. He's playing arena football in Orlando, and I don't know the other one was in Lebanon when this happened. So I don't know him as well. I know Yusuf more better because Yusuf was around the club more, and he played softball with us.
Yeah, I knew Yusuf mostly, like from just hanging around the club and stuff. But
now there's so many. Now I don't know if you've heard. All I know is they're going to be open tomorrow. I think if I'm going up to calling hours, I might just go over to the show tomorrow, see what's going on.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that too.
See if they need any. I mean, they probably don't need anything from me, but I just kind of support.
Yeah,
I'm
just
here.
Go over, hang out, have a couple drinks.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
I think
for the first show, because I'm going to be up there anyway, so I might as well.
Yeah, I'm going to be down there around, like, if all goes according to plan. I probably will be going to. I'll probably be there around like 5 or 6. So then hang out for like half an hour and then go over to the club.
That's probably what I'll do too. I might get something to eat in between there, depending on what time it is. But
yeah,
depending on what time I wake up. If I feel like if I'm awake during the day and I want to go at 4, I'll go at 4.
Give a nice middle finger to the Stowe Municipal Court as I'm going down there.
Okay.
And the police department.
I mean, listen, it's something that I've been curious about, but I wasn't. I mean, it's not the most important thing right now, and I'm just. I mean, wasn't going to ask.
That was
I hear
Paul's.
myself.
My bad.
But I am curious what's going to go on with the club moving forward. But I just mostly I just feel bad for the family. They lost people.
Yeah.
And he and his brother owned it, so so I know his son's never had any interest in it, unless
Yeah.
it changed. I don't. How much money you got, Ray?
It was sad. I
How much-
actually thought about like saving up a few paychecks and like slowly putting money into.
I'll
the
offer you
club.
$1,800.
No, I was thinking like $5,000. Like starting
be
out
enough.
$5,000 and then go up 10, and like once I get back, put back in at the same time, but double. Because I want to own that club. But
Rot it
that's
to the ground.
No, I wouldn't. No, I'd keep every single human being that's there, not touch a single thing. Give them raises if we start doing well, but like, besides that, I
there
would
are
have
some-
the exact same staff. Nothing would change.
There are some comics that I think have actually probably thought about it and may be able to swing it. I'm not going to say names because I don't know if it's true or not, but there's one person I have in mind that I feel like he's in a spot that I think he's looking for something to do, but this is a direction.
Yeah.
And I think he could probably make that. I don't know, to get loans and whatnot,
But no, yeah, I'd love to buy a piece of it. To be honest with you, just like a little percentage of the business.
Start selling shares like they go publicly.
No, you just buy.
I own one
in.
of Tony's knives.
Tim, I didn't sell out. I bought in.
All right.
love
Do we
that
walk
movie.
everybody? I don't care.
No,
Okay.
people are here. It's just we're talking. If you just joined us, we're talking about Pete, the owner of the Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls, had a brain aneurysm on Saturday.
It wasn't an
Passed
aneurysm, he
away
had a stroke.
on
He had a stroke.
Tuesday.
It was a stroke.
Stroke. Well, it's the same thing. My dad. That's how my dad died.
Your dad had a brain aneurysm.
Yeah.
This is a stroke. These are two different things.
I
Stroke
thought
shit.
it was-
No.
I thought it was head.
Well, it's hard, but it cuts the blood off to the brain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, aneurysm is something that's in your head and it pops.
But yeah, so like
My mom had two strokes a couple years ago, mini strokes, but she's fine, But his just happened to be massive, obviously, and
yeah,
he looked so good Thursday.
but
I really am happy I got to see him one last time though. 2 days before it happened, but
yeah,
I'm really happy I did.
I didn't get that opportunity because after my OVI, I haven't been back. So I haven't been back there since.
That's when I stopped working for him. When I got my DUI, because I think then Brett Thomas was working for him, and I don't know. You know what? Oh, just recently I was thinking about asking him for a job again.
Well, it's not happening. Brain aneurysm causes the stroke.
Not always though. I don't know.
I plan on having one at maybe 52. All right, let's not now. But yeah, man, I could.
Are you 34 now?
34? Yeah.
So you're never gonna fight. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
You
don't have enough
My
time.
lawyer, once I pay my lawyer off, I'm going back to fucking rent.
How you gonna get there?
Uber,
you gonna get there?
motherfucker. I'm gonna Uber. I have a backpack.
Dude, I'm saying it right now. It's not gonna happen.
Trying to
What you're gonna do is you're gonna be like, oh, I did a kickboxing smoker in someone's garage. That counts. Nope. It only counts if you do a fucking MMA fight like I did. Or you're a pussy.
Yeah, I get
Pussy.
it. I get
Pulse, you too.
it.
I'm down. I was gonna ask, is there footage of your fight, Tim?
Yes.
Where can I-
I
where
don't
can I
have it
see it?
though. We promised it. I gotta find it, man. I know it exists. I gotta find it. I know a guy who I don't even know for sure if he has it. He thinks he has it, but he's been busy. And ever I ask him to look, he's like, "I've been busy." I'm like, "All right, well then." So I don't know.
Oh, good.
It's not true. He doesn't live in Canada. He's probably not allowed in Canada.
No, he's definitely not. I guarantee you, he's banned.
He He lives in Florida. And hey, you know what? Chad was just like us, very heartbroken. You know, because Chad did Pete did so much for Chad too.
Should he have though?
Yes. He never did Pete any wrong.
You don't know that.
He got arrested and he came to the show the next day. I know that's true. I was there. It was weird.
I remember that day very well.
It was weird seeing him like talk about it and then like, well, he's like, I'm still gonna do the show. Pete said I didn't have to come, but I'm here. So nah. It was weird. But he did it.
Hey man, don't drink and drive. I learned that the hard way.
So did
my
he.
fucking DUI.
So did I.
I actually did a set last night because I wanted, after everybody started posting about like Pete passing away and everything, I just wanted to be around comics. So I went to the Grog Shop in Cleveland Heights. I had a fucking banger set. Like I got a lot of like the aggression out that I still had from being angry Pete died. You know, I was upset. I really was. Like it hurt. And then seeing everybody post and do pictures and all that kind of stuff was awesome. Don't get me wrong, but it just kind of was like. So yeah, I Ubered yesterday to the Grog Shop and did their basement patio show.
Geez, how much Uber to the Grog Shop from your house?
Like $20.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like $21. Yeah, 21. Yeah. So it wasn't. Yeah, I spent actually, and then my mom offered to pick me up, so I did, and then as I was leaving. I was like, did you get me some Capri Sun? Oh, man.
Did she?
No, she did not. Because I had a bunch of PBR.
That's nice. Your mom picking you up drunk from the bar. That's nice of her.
I know. It's been a big help and also just makes me feel like even more of a piece of shit.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Just like the worst.
No, listen. I when I didn't have my license, I didn't go to the bar because I wasn't allowed. But yeah, anytime I needed, my mother had to take me to baseball games. So I umpire games. She'd like give me ride to games and stuff. So after the game, like I'm getting yelled at by a parent, and I'm like getting my mom's car and leave.
Yeah, that's.
2 joints. You guys need to stop lighting shit on fire up there, okay? It's affecting my breathing.
Don't be a pussy,
dude. They
breathe it in. It's how you evolve.
I thought they were gonna cancel Shania. They canceled Robert Plant 2 days before that.
Oh, fuck them. Did you, Pulse? You didn't get any of the stuff from Canada. No, you guys didn't get any of that, did you?
He's too far down. It might get eventually.
You talking about the weather?
No, the smoke from Canada.
Are you talking about weed?
No. We're talking about like an actual. I love.
Do you live under a rock, dude? Like you didn't know about this. You didn't know about the perfect game. Like what are you?
No. I'm like, what are you? I'm just spacing out. What are you talking about now?
The fires in Canada that have been like raging over on like the western half of like the country have had such like intense smoke that it's come across the United States, at least the northern part of the United States, and we've been smoked out for the past 2 weeks. I want to say it's been 2 weeks of just shit air because of Justin Trudeau and his brown face loving human being that he is. Yeah,
a couple of bad days last week. It was like, it looked like it was cloudy out. It wasn't cloudy out. Like, yeah.
It was a training session on a slash and burn, but the trainees let it get out of control, and they were female. Yeah, leave it to women to build fucking bonfires and just fuck it all up for the rest of us. Probably through the tampons in there. What?
Is that what started this? A bonfire?
No, it was. I don't know. We don't know exactly what it was. I thought they were saying like arson for a hot minute.
The Alouettes won a game, and people started lighting shit on fire.
But no,
It's a
yeah,
car
man.
on fire. Did the Bears win? Yeah.
No, it's the Vancouver or the Canucks losing the Stanley Cup. They just can't handle it in 7 games. And fucking
No,
set.
I was gonna make the hockey joke, but I'm like, well, I'm not gonna know. They weren't in the play. They weren't in the Stanley Cup Finals. The Canadian team hasn't won. Not recently. They haven't won. What's the last time a Canadian team won a Stanley Cup? Long time. Long fucking time.
Long ass time ago. I'd say probably.
Thought it was their game, Ray.
Days.
Thought it was their game. I think it sounds like it's our game.
We import a
sounds like
lot
it's
of them
our
too.
game.
We import a fuck ton of great hockey players into this country. Oh,
Yeah. The greatest hockey team in the world from Las Vegas.
yeah.
Big hockey town, Las Vegas.
Guns N' Roses. Oh yeah, forgot about that one. The Guns N' Roses Metallica riot that happened in Vancouver, where Axl Rose throws the microphone down and fucking storms off, and I thought that was Montreal. I didn't know that was Vancouver. I thought that was Montreal that happened at. Oh, damn it! I don't know.
Interest of going to Quebec.
I would never set foot in that fucking cesspit. Ugh. If there's 2 things I hate in this world,
Fake
it's
French
people who are not considerate of other people's cultures
and
and the French. They are the worst here. Dude, on a lighter note, I'll tell you this fucking story. I'm playing a hockey tournament in Baltimore, Canada. It's like 30 minutes east of Toronto, right? And we're getting our asses handed to us by these fucking French Canadian froggy bitches, right? And like, do you know how embarrassing it is to getting beat in hockey and getting shit talked in French? It's not. It boils
by
you
non-French people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean,
I get shit talked in
French
French. I want to
origin.
get shit talked by French people.
Well, they're of French origin. Everybody
They're
there.
they're fake French, bro. They're Canadian. They're born in Canada. All right.
Well, they want to be different, Tim.
That's
But,
why people don't like them. They think they're better than everyone.
My buddy went to Game 7 in Vancouver and got caught up in dumb vandalism. He got 2 years in jail and had to pay a massive fine. He set a cop car on fire. Well,
You Philadelphia
they
Eagles fan?
They just gave him a Molotov and said, "Here, throw it this way."
Yeah.
And a cop car just happened to be in the way.
Hey, when the Browns win the Super Bowl this year, we're gonna have a lot of that.
Oh, would you stop?
No.
Would you just let the hope
Nope.
die? Tim?
I will. Nope. I will.
God's sake.
I will never stop. I'll stop this year when we're done playing. When we're mathematically eliminated is when I'll stop.
He's trying to speak it into existence.
Yeah,
Dude, Pulse.
Hey,
I
we
watched this cat.
did that with something this weekend and it worked. By the way. Something else.
You manifested something?
Yes. I told you how shitty the fucking field we play on is in softball. It's garbage. Everyone's gonna get hurt. Me and my brother and another guy who's on our team, we're talking about it Saturday. Like, we need to fucking move the lead to Dover. Why don't we just move the lead to fucking Dover? Next day, my brother said he got a text that said they're moving the lead to Dover. He spoke it into existence, which is good because the Dover field is a good, decent field.
But that's
So
sweet though that you're gonna be moving.
The new Philadelphia men's slow pitch softball league is now playing in Dover. So
Johnny Manziel is the QB. Not anymore.
no.
Not anymore. Fuck Quebec. They've wanted separate from Canada for
Yeah.
over 60 years. Yes, they have.
Yeah, because I think they're better, man.
You
Is there any
remember
one state that thinks they're Oh, Texas. I'm like, is there any one state
California,
that thinks they're better than everybody else? I'm like, Texas. That's the one. But the thing is,
California.
they may be right. They
Washington,
may be right. Actually, a lot of states. But
Portland.
Texas is the only one that could secede and be okay.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Texas would be fine, I think.
We would our lights would shut off if it wasn't for the Texas grid, probably like just being siphoned off of by the rest of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like that John Oliver joke. The power grid is like Major League Baseball. There's two main ones, and then assholes in Texas who think they can make up their own rules. It's the Astros, Pulse. The Astros are in this situation are the assholes who can make up their own rules.
Yeah, Pulse. Yeah.
Shit.
Ah,
I'll never get over that.
no.
Never.
I threw away my championship T-shirt, Pulse. Like I'm done.
I don't know if you guys can see this cap. Can y'all see this?
Oh,
That's take that off.
What year is that? The
That's
2017
the 17
one? No.
one. Yeah.
Take
Off.
it off and
Off.
put the 2023
Off.
off.
Yeah.
Oh, God
2023
damn it. I know you have a 2023 one.
or
Don't
22.
lie.
22, that's fine.
Or
That one,
22.
take it off.
I need to get a 2023 one, but no, this is
Get that one. No, you know what? I'm not even joking. I don't
Nope.
want you to wear that on the show anymore.
Nope. He's off the stream. He's off the
He's
stream.
done. He's done.
Nope, he's gone.
This is the
He's
first
gone.
time that we've outlawed any kind of clothing on the show, and I think it gets good. It feels good. I think we did the
Also,
right
you can
thing.
come back on. Come back
You
on.
come back
Wait,
on.
wait,
Just
wait,
gonna-
wait. Okay, I don't want to have to. Hold on. God damn it. Hate this. There we are. All right. Now you're back.
But
But,
pissed me off though.
Dude, I've told the story.
It's
on
like
this
Barry
show.
Bonds wearing a hat with a syringe on it.
He should at this point. Just should. Like it's like Pete Rose was gambling. He was the first illegal bet in the state of Ohio. So
Has his
no. I have
clear
seen. I have
hose and
seen.
a syringe.
I have seen this exact same cap online with a little asterisk emoji right next to
Yes.
the.
Yes, put that on it.
I'm
Yeah.
not
Put that
gonna,
on it. It's fine.
I'm
take
not
it to
gonna wear it.
Lids and get it done. Take it
Get
to
it
Lids.
bedazzled and rhinestone. I want yes, I want a rhinestone bedazzled asterisk. Asterisk. I can't fucking speak.
Bro, drunk on power. You're goddamn right. It's our
Just
show.
this
bitch.
one thing. You know, not too many things bother us. That bothers us.
Pulse. It. You know what it did in Cleveland that night? It rained. Okay, it rained hard, and I cried in that rain because I thought, in earnest, that title meant something.
That's what you get for having two favorite teams. Really.
Radio show on my way to go to a job site, crying because I lived in Mission Bend. Petrosky Elementary was the first fucking school I'd ever gone to in my life, and I was an Astros fan. I had been to the Astrodome and seen games. I saw Jeff Bagwell. I saw all the greats. And then 2005 happened. I was sad. Then 2017. Finally thought a baseball team I loved. Pulse. Won a World Series. But no. Had to fuck it up.
What's it like rooting for a baseball team that's only been around like 40 years? It's a baby.
What?
That's not a real team. How long has
What?
Houston been around? The
Houston's
Astros?
been around since the 60s.
Yeah, they were called the Colt 45s
Yeah.
originally.
All right. Well, they aren't 100+ years old like the Indians or the Pirates. So fuck off.
Well, no, but they're from like the 60s. Was it or 50s or something like that? Yeah, Judge in Harris County had owned the Colt 45 baseball team. And it was a gun logo, all that shit. And it said
Should go back to
Houston
that.
Colt 45s. I think they should, but
Actually, fuck it. AR-15s. Let's do that. Screw it.
Houston
Double down,
ARs.
Texas. Double down. That's gonna be, if they ever get an expansion team in Nashville, that's what they're going to be called. The Tennessee's going to be like, we like to have our guns. We're going to name our team. Yep.
The Houston Guns or the Nashville Guns.
Nashville Pew Pews.
We got because we make the baseball go pew pew off the bat. That's how you do it, son. That's how you play.
Savannah Bananas were in Akron on Sunday and Monday.
They threw out the first pitch at the Indians game. I saw that.
Did they?
Yeah. And there was a video, I think, on the Guardians Facebook page.
Good for the. I would like to go. Listen, I went to the same stadium yesterday. There was about 600 people there, maybe. They announced attendance was 2,000, but there wasn't 2,000 people there.
You never know. Spaced out, Tim. 2,000 people altogether is a lot, but spaced out, it looks like nothing.
Trust me, there wasn't 2,000 people.
It's like the captains. We need to, have you ever been to a captains game?
No, that's too far. I can go to Rubber Ducks game. Come to Rubber
I
Ducks
know,
game.
but you can come see
Double
the
A.
shit shit.
I don't know if you know double A, single A. Right? I know this.
Come to a game that looks like it should be in a scene from Bull Durham. All right, that's what a fucking Class A team is like. It's
And they're all like
so
18.
hilarious.
They're young.
Huh?
They're very young. Well, so are double
Yeah.
A players, but so are most major leaguers, except for Nelson Cruz and Rich Hill for the Pirates, who's like 60.
When I got to, I think it was my mid-20s, I went to a captain's game, and like all the guys were older than me by like a couple of years, 4 or 5 years, right? But when I went as an old man, I looked at some of these kids. It was like, kid looks like he's fucking 12 and he's playing minor league baseball. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Last year, Brian Shaw was the last guy on the Guardians who was older than me. Now there's none.
Wop, wop, wop.
Hey, there's still Major League Baseball players that are older than me, though. There's plenty of those, but
yeah.
Well, not plenty. I mean, there's probably 50, maybe. I don't know.
It's like the NHL.
Is R.A. Dickey still playing?
No, he's been out for a while.
Oh.
Although he can probably still throw a knuckleball. You know who the manager of the Harrisburg Senators, who I saw play the Rubber Ducks yesterday, who is? Delino DeShields.
Remember him? Remember that name.
See, there's two of them. This is senior, who's a manager of Harrisburg, but his son also played. They're both pretty solid.
I seen Devin White play for the Edmonton Trappers a lot of years ago. They were the California Angels farm team. That one's good.
The Shields was an expo.
Sober Carl, good to see you, pal. Good to see you. Oh man, glad we got to talk about Pete though. I really am. I had to get that off my fucking chest. So, have you heard anything from the dead man?
What?
You know who I'm talking about. His name's not allowed on this podcast.
Oh no, I don't. I looked on his Facebook page. He's he's not even in town. I don't even think he knows. He probably knows, but he's busy. No, I don't know. It's probably unfair of me to think he would.
You never know, though.
But of all the people I could think of, he's the only one I think that might.
Yeah.
But because he has said shit before, but I don't. Hopefully, he doesn't stoop that low. Anyway, no one knows what we're talking about. Doesn't matter. Fights happened.
Yeah.
Finally watched the Strickland fight.
Okay. He's getting.
I do like seeing guys who never got their ass kicked before getting their ass kicked. That's fun to see.
Huh?
Exactly. I said it once, but you interrupted me. So no, never mind. Done. Keep going. You go. You had something to say. So important. You fucking say it.
Well, I mean, you say what you want, and then I will. Then
not anymore. I'm done. Go.
You okay? You have a headache?
No, I'm not mad at you. Go.
Why are you mad at me? I didn't do anything.
My throat hurts, and you made me talk over you, which made it worse, which is rude, by the way. And now I have to repeat it, and I don't even care anymore. I'm just tired, and I'm angry now, so no, I'm done.
All right, honey, I will go get the roast now.
You would have been murdered a long time ago.
Yeah, you would have been. Before we talk fights fully, I have a surprise for you.
Is it just what the doctor ordered?
It is to you. And that is, I watched and finished the documentary now episodes that John Mulaney called Master of Illusion or Soldier of Illusion. I don't know what I watched, to be honest with you.
It was so ridiculous. It's amazing. I loved it.
It's one of the wildest things I've ever seen or heard somebody commit to paper in my entire life.
Dude, he was on so much blow when he wrote that. He had to be. He had to be on all the cocaine when he wrote that.
It's
so great.
when he started writing the part where the director guy was in the old man part, and he was like, "We didn't understand what was going on, but at the same time, we had Bachelor Nanny to complete." You're like, "What the fuck am I watching?"
It's like, okay, it's a documentary that's supposed to be like it's like a Werner Herzog type, but this guy, one of the what's her name, the Skarsgårds, one of the Skarsgårds, I forget which one, the tall one. He plays this like director that I guess it's supposed to be like in the 80s. He had or maybe it was the early 90s. He had
Yeah, it was the 90s.
He went somewhere in Kazakhstan or something like that to like do a documentary on
these
tribal people.
No, it was Uzbekistan.
Okay, to do a documentary on these tribal people, but at the same time, while on location, while he's doing this documentary about these Uzbekistani people, he's doing a pilot for CBS called Bachelor Nanny, which is a sitcom. So he's trying to do a sitcom pilot in the woods with these tribal people.
It wasn't even the woods. It was like the mountainous fucking. There were rocks everywhere, and they're building sound stages using the Uzbekistani people. And
I love it so much. It's so good.
And like what was it when the one guy got taken away from the KGB by the KGB for doing like native shit? You're like, what
playing the wolf game. They banned the playing of games.
They banned the playing of games, and he ended up getting taken away by the KGB. So we had to go to my next choice, which was fuck, I can't remember. And he's just yelling, "I am the sun." Like,
right.
What the fuck?
We have regular lodging. What? Okay, there's one more option. Luxury lodging. Right now.
It's where the king's pregnant daughter is.
We will kick a lot for you. Yeah. You gotta see it. It's on documentary now. It's documentary now. It's on Netflix. Soldier of Illusion. There's 2 parts. It's like less than an hour altogether, but it's hilarious. It's one of the funnier things I've seen in a long time.
I didn't think it was funny. I didn't like. I wasn't laughing the entire time. Like, to me, there were some funny parts.
Assistant director attacks the bear.
No, oh my god, I liked how the entire rest of the like show, he's in the monk garb. That's one of those moments I found funny because it's a cool sight gag.
And when the battle rage, or like they get ambushed by the other tribe while they're filming the pilot.
Yeah.
There's only one scene to go. You just see all these people on horses like running.
Moshe and what's his face from Portlandia?
Oh yeah, Fred Emerson.
When Fred Armisen shows up, I'm like, oh my god, I've been. It kind of threw me out of it a little bit, like the kayfabe of the whole thing, because I'm like, oh, it's fucking Fred Armisen. Like I can't now take this seriously because it's.
I bought a pilot
Fred Armisen
from a fresh new voice. He's 40, Jewish, been on a bunch of other shows.
Yeah. We have the kid actor from what was the name of the show that he was on?
Yeah, I forget.
He ended up getting he ended up killing somebody in a cop in a robbery.
Kill cops. Right, yeah. It's just I would recommend it. It's like I said, it was written by John Mulaney. When I saw that, I'm like, dude, he was on all the cocaine when he wrote this. Had to be. Because it's ridiculous, but it's like that. A lot of the documentary nows are pretty funny, but that's like the craziest one.
Yeah,
that's like the furthest out there one. And just the thought of a guy doing Uzbekistani tribal documentary and trying to shoot a late 80s sitcom at the same time. Like,
what's the name of the show?
Soldier of Illusion. It's a documentary
now.
Yeah.
But you said it's a mockumentary. Is it like? Have you ever seen the movie The Gods Must Be Crazy?
I don't know.
Sort of.
It's something like that.
Yeah. It's well, it's basically like if somebody gave PBS funny sketches to put into a like documentary, pretty much. Yeah, with like a document interviews and stuff like that by people in makeup and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty fun. I love the concept of it. Like the concept is amazing, but like I left the whole thing going like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck did I just watch? Like that was my first thought was, what the fuck did I just see?
That's what I loved about it. It was so fucking bad.
Like it made The Room at times seem like sort of
This was
like a
funny on
masterpiece.
purpose.
Yeah, agreed. But like I don't know, man. I watched it and it was kind of I didn't get it. Like, yeah. Like I said, some things resonated with me. The Skarsgård when he would like do his monologues about like different things. The applause sign. I loved the applause sign. Like,
Yeah, they made it themselves. They had to light it on fire.
yes. And at the end of it, he just pulls it out and he sees like a wooden box and it's the applause sign and he lights it one more time. You're like, that's a fucking good callback.
What do you mean? We told you 3 or 4 times what we're fucking talking about.
It's a fucking.
We're talking about a show that we like.
Documentary now.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah,
it's called Soldier of Illusion. And yeah, I will say that explaining it sounds wacky because it's wacky to watch. So us trying to explain it without you seeing it is even weirder. I understand that, but watch it. It's funny. Watch it. It's fucking weird.
You watch it and then come back and watch this episode, and you'll.
There you go. Then you'll get it. Then it'll make sense. Yeah.
But also, I need to say this: like, I get John Mulaney. I get John Mulaney. I just don't get John Mulaney. Like his humor sometimes. Like some of the stuff he talks about is hilarious, but then there's like a lot of fat to me and a lot.
Did you see Baby J?
No,
not yet. It was great.
I think Mulaney's.
Huh?
I was gonna say I think Mulaney's a good writer, but I don't know about a stand-up. What do you guys think?
Great. I thought Baby J was awesome because it was all about his fucking rehab.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Segura's new special.
I did too.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I love how there's people angry about him like doing a joke about jerking off his kid in the shower.
That was the one that made me laugh the hardest.
Yes.
Like when he said it's because I'm hard, son. That made me laugh really hard.
And he's like, I'm gonna make you, and like
we can make you hard too. Yeah.
Oh my god, I got hiccups from it. Like I was laughing so fucking hard.
If people like that's the thing. Like obviously he's making a fucking joke, dude.
Yeah.
And it was funny because people laughed, and I laughed a lot. So why are you mad about it?
Oh yeah.
It's clearly a joke. He clearly does not molest his children. Right.
Yeah, it was.
I think we just got homework. Yeah, you guys did. You did.
Goddamn right.
Also watched both American Gladiator documentaries.
I started watching the 30 for 30 on American Gladiators.
You got to watch that, and then you got to watch the Netflix one. Then we can really have American Gladiators conversation.
I think I was halfway through episode 1 of the American Gladiators Netflix documentary. I want to watch more of it.
Because to get the whole story, you got to watch both. Because the ESPN one talks more about the origin, they were originated, and like the Netflix documentary barely even mentions those people.
Yeah.
Like they do in passing, maybe.
Yeah. They show like clips of them, but they don't. And then we're like, yeah, they didn't want to come on and do the documentary. Why? And it was like
Gemini's the only one that's in both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Michael
I noticed that.
Yeah. I will say this though.
Yeah.
I was thinking, and I took a couple days on this. I spent a lot of time on this and tried to think of our American Gladiator names, what they should be, and I figured it out. Number one, first of all, Pulse. That's good enough. I didn't have to work real hard. You did it yourself. That's good. That's fine. That's good enough. Me, mine will be.
Do they show a lot of Gina Carano? They're talking about the original. We're talking about the OG American Gladiators.
Yeah, no, not at all. Mine would be my American Gladiator name would be Thump. That's right.
Your game would be bouncing on a trampoline.
Snaps.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Thump. Okay. Now Ray's was more difficult, and I spent, like I said, I spent time on this. I literally got the dictionaries out, got the thesaurus out, try to find the perfect 1 or 2 syllable word to encapsulate Ray's aura.
Agreed, Paul. Or so.
And encapsulate Ray's aura into a American Gladiator character. And I really thought of a couple different ones, but I won 3 days. After 3 days of literally looking up all kinds of words, I finally found
was
one.
In the early one, but we're talking the 90s one.
He won't let me finish. Look at this.
Go ahead.
Took me a long time, but I finally figured out what would be the perfect American Gladiator name for you. And it is perfect. Fart. I couldn't even say it with a straight face. Just. And here's Fart.
Fart really giving that gun a shot there. Just shooting gas with it.
Stop laughing. I don't know why. Right, just in the spandex, and it's just fart right there. Just
right across the belt.
Fart plays Powerball.
Fart waiting for the contenders with the block pad.
I guess I will never stop laughing at farts, and that, yeah, that's it. Fart. That's the perfect one of all the names. That's the best possible one. So we got like Thump, Fart, and Pulse.
Thump, Fart, and Pulse. It sounds like the names of 3 guys in an R&B group in the 90s. Like Thump, Fart, and Pulse. Just
farts on.
Pulse is the heartthrob. Call this one Little Farty over here. But no, yeah, I will say this. Johnny Ferraro or whatever. It's Johnny Ferraro, right?
Something like that.
That fucking guy. As soon as he sat, like before he got on screen,
how many times do you think he's
like, oh, this guy's a fucking liar.
Right. You look at him, you're like, I wouldn't trust that guy with anything. I wouldn't buy a car from that dude. I wouldn't let that guy serve me a cheeseburger. Like, no. Nope. Mm-mm.
No.
Now Apache Dan,
he could have a dead carcass that he had just skinned in front of me of cow and go, would you like rump roast or ribs? And I wouldn't touch any of it if I was starving. Like, fuck you, dude. I'm going down the road. I can't be around you. And how quintessential, by the way, how quintessential is it that American Gladiators started in Erie, Pennsylvania?
Yeah. It's funny. I didn't know that. That's something I learned.
Neither did I.
They don't mention that at all in the Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
They already mentioned the Johnny guy like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And they barely mention him. They don't mention Apache Dan at all.
Yeah. Yeah, well, because they didn't know. They didn't know where it originated. They were more just pissed at Ferraro than anybody else.
Yeah. Apparently, they only well, you need to watch both documentaries before we can really talk about this. But apparently, they really did make money on the tour. Like they made when they did it. But the thing is, they did like 130 shows on a tour, and that's fucking insane.
Well,
like
I mean, WWE.
No wonder why
they were on.
No wonder why they were on steroids the whole time. Nitro's like, I had to figure out how am I gonna take 100 syringes on tour. They did test them too. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
But when they decided to test them, they had them all together, and they thought they were going to test them that day. They're like, okay, we're going to test you 6 months or 6 weeks from today. Yeah, so they wanted them to pass, right? So they just wanted to tell the network that they did it.
Yeah.
But
Man, that
it's funny how many of them still deny it. Nitro doesn't, but a lot of them are still denying it.
I love the contestants too that were on there. The one guy in front of a Mercedes, and
that was funny.
And the tie.
Casey Jones is right.
Big Red Orbits. Nice, very nice.
No, Bazooka is the best chewing gum. Get out of here.
Nah, Fruit Stripe.
Breaks your teeth. It has flavor for 3 seconds.
Yes. Or Fruit Stripe. It's not worth the tattoos, kids. It's not worth it.
That fucking giraffe. I never trusted giraffes after that.
That's why I started smoking candy cigarettes. Is that fucking giraffe didn't give me enough. Needed more, Tim.
The giraffe. You can't trust the giraffe. What about the camel?
The camel never lies. It's very reliable with its water filled humps. But man.
Can you trust any of those cartoon mascots? Captain Crunch, I trust him.
He looks like the kind of guy that cuts people's mouths up.
So he would cut the roof of your mouth, but it's gonna taste good.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
man. I now want peanut butter Captain Crunch. Can I have a DoorDash?
Probably.
I like a $50 box of cereal.
Walk over to the fucking Dollar General. They've probably got it.
Oh, they'll be closed by the time we're done here.
Still, go tomorrow, like as soon as they open, and then have breakfast. Although you don't wake up until like 5 o'clock at night, so
it depends, man. I'm tired now.
I know you look it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Tim.
So there's a pay-per-view this weekend.
There is Pulse. Can you share the screen? Remember, open up a tab, all that kind of stuff, and bring up the UFC website.
Absolutely.
But I do want to talk about Sean Strickland kind of just like getting pieced up for a little while and then saying "fuck you" in the third round.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, dude, he came alive. So I was very happy for Sean Strickland. It was a good card. I watched Money in the Bank, the WWE show on Peacock, and then right afterwards we switched it over to the main card of UFC, and it was fucking good, man. It was very good. I enjoyed the card a lot. What'd you think? What'd you think about the Strickland fight? Anyone? Tim?
That's a specific question. No, what I tried to say before is I like when guys with like who've beaten the shit out of a lot of people for a long time, maybe only have either have no losses or one loss, get the shit kicked out of them because like that's never happened before. So it's really interesting to see the look on their faces when something new's happening to them like that. Like this has never happened. No one's ever beat the shit out of me before. It's always fun to watch, and that's what happened on Saturday. And Strickland's post-fight interview made no sense. It's like, I want to fucking fight the first and only Chinese champion. I'm like, does he want to fight Zhang Wei Li? Is that what he's talking about?
Yes, let's go.
Calling out Zhang Wei Li? Listen, I would love some intergender fights. I really would.
Me too. Go to events and then past events.
Let's see. When was the first Pantoja fight? May 2018 was when Pantoja beat Moreno. I don't think it's going to happen again, though.
My bad.
Have you watched the Terminator movie with Christian Bale? Yes, I have.
Well, no, go
That's
to
the
the
one with
website,
Sam Worthington, too, when Sam Worthington's a robot and he didn't know. Spoiler alert.
I don't know what movie you're talking about.
Terminator. They're talking about Terminator.
Oh.
Do you have a new program for me, Ray?
For
Shut Up and Watch It. What are we gonna call it? I don't know. Shut up and watch it, bitch.
Go up, Pulse. Go up a little bit.
Okay.
Yep, Strickland and no, keep. Yep, click on Strickland and
you gotta hit the. Okay, that card. Okay.
Yeah,
I was already on the next card.
Oh, okay. But no, the I like the fact that like Strickland hung in there for just 2 rounds, getting his ass kicked, and almost Jason Mayhem Miller in bully beatdown style comes out and beats the brakes off of Magomedov. That was hilarious to me. I loved it. So
Let's bring back Bully Beatdown.
I agree. Go up, Pulse.
I'm sending in a tape, by the way, too. So I want them to
upcoming
beat up my
fight?
bully, Bray Hyclak.
I will fight whoever. All right, and then go to the Volkanovski and Rodriguez card. We're going to talk about UFC 290.
We're seeing 2 undefeated guys fight on the main card of this card. Some guy who just took this fight on like 6 days' notice. Some guy named Valentine Woodburn is fighting.
Go down to that fight.
Bo Nickel, and he's never lost, but he's going to get his ass kicked on Saturday.
Bo Nickel is? Yes, he is.
No, he's not. You know,
yes, he is.
Dude, no one's going to beat Nickel for a minute. You're going to start not until they start giving him top tier competition.
Go down, Pulse.
No, he's going to win
You're
about.
Good. Just keep going down.
He's going to have 3 or 4 fights before anyone even gets close to him.
Keep going down. Yep, keep going. There we go. Go all the way down to Bo Nickel for me real quick. Just go down. Keep going. Right there.
Val Woodburn.
They didn't even give this guy a profile picture.
I'll tell you what, I saw his picture. He looks pretty jacked, but you know, they all do. Middleweights especially. But look at this line, minus 1,300. Ray put a 50 spot on Woodburn.
I'm half tempted to do it, bro. Like, yeah, fuck this asshole. This dude's a piece of shit. Really is. Needs somebody in the dick to win a fight.
He beats him 1,000 out of 1,000 times. He beats him.
Nope. He was being defended, and he had to knee him in the dick, dude.
That's
what I
already
saw.
Talked about this, and you're full of shit. We already talked about that, so it's fine.
Look, just because I lost $1,000 on a knee shot doesn't mean anything.
You didn't lose $1,000. You lost $100.
Lost 1,000.
That's not how that works.
It should have been a disqualification.
Does this Val Woodburn guy like understand he's a sacrificial lamb, or do you think in his mind he actually thinks he has a chance of winning?
I hope he Buster Douglases the shit out of this and fucking wins, brah.
That would be funny. That would be funny as shit, man.
Listen, you can't be if you're a professional fighter, you shouldn't be fighting if you don't think you had a shot, you know.
I hope he walks in like fucking Douglas in Tokyo.
Just imagine this.
Boom!
He was fighting for a regional promotion I never heard of. And last week, didn't have a contract probably. This week, he gets a call like, hey, do you want to fight Bo Nickel on pay-per-view? What? Yes, I guess. It doesn't matter if he wins or not.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Well, this is the same thing that happened to that Mountain Hoe guy when he fought O'Malley. That was a good fight. It was a mash, but it was a good fight. I think that's probably what's going to happen. Well, no, I take that back. I think, no, it's going to be first round. Nickel's going to finish.
Well, both guys are undefeated, so it's going to.
Yeah, but one of them's Bo Nickel. One of them's Bo Nickel. That's what I said. That guy's going to be put in. That guy's going to be put in positions he's never been put in before. He's never gotten his ass kicked before. He's going to get his ass kicked.
All of a sudden, he takes that big, beautiful black fist and puts it right between fucking Nickel's eyes and puts him on the canvas. Hey, that's what I want.
That'd be fun.
That mahogany fist going right in.
I want Jalen Turner to knock the highlights out of Dan Hooker's hair. What the hell's going on here? Man, that's straight out like Third Reich haircut right there, dude. What is that?
Yeah, Dan Hooker looking very Aryan. Wow, hold up, holy shit!
He looks like Dolph Lundgren's son.
Yeah, click on this. Just click on the actual like verses. Yeah, right.
They never should have kicked him out of O-Town.
Oh, they don't even have.
Boo!
UFC graphics department can suck my ass.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. Just keep going up, back up, Paul, so you can close this out. Just keep going up a little bit. Yep, keep going up. Yep. Oh no, just click on. Go down a little bit. Sorry, my bad. Just click on like the top of the screen or the top of the tab. Nope. Keep going up a little bit.
I think Turner's going to be Hooker here. I like to see
right
Hooker
here. Right where it says lightweight bout. Just click on that. There you go.
Okay.
then go up because this one's gonna be fun. This one's gonna be so happy.
Duplessis, yeah, this should be fun, man. I think is it
I
going to
know
be the coming
Whitaker's
out
the
party
fave.
for the African? Is
Like
it?
I know Whitaker's the fave, but I wouldn't mind seeing an upset here. Just
me
to
Me
neither.
too.
just because
Me
I want to
neither.
see some new blood against Izzy. You know,
I
Yeah,
want
that's
some
what I was gonna say,
actual
like-
African-born champions in the UFC. God damn it!
that too.
Drissus
We have
Duplessis fits the mold. Okay, he's
So
a
did
proud
Nagano.
African man, and he fights for his Boer nation.
We already saw Whitaker fight Izzy twice and lose to him. So yeah, I'd like to see Duplessis beat him. I don't know if he will because Whitaker's pretty much is a badass. He is a badass, so it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
But I want Duplessis to win, but I'm picking Whitaker.
Yeah, I think Whitaker's going to take this one. Duplessis has been on a nice little roll recently, but you got the
Drissus
number 2 guy in the
Duplessis.
world, Drissus.
What do you
But
think,
yeah,
what do you think about his nickname of DDP? I think he should come out. His
Yeah.
ring entrance music should be self high five. What do you think?
I would love for him to have the Nirvana like cover of like somebody cover Nirvana and speak in like Boer. That would be like
Diamond
singing
upside
like
down is a
that.
pussy.
Just go like this, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Have a thing of him all cartoony and a diamond like that, and just have his face like that. Yeah, baby.
I mean,
DDP all day.
Colby Covington uses Kurt Angle's theme, so you know.
Which is the greatest thing on planet Earth. Like that's the greatest theme song right now in UFC.
A couple people
Until
came out
Conor
to
comes
Sexy
back.
Boy.
Huh?
I feel like I have to yell over you guys today, and I'm not into it.
I'm sorry.
Said a couple people came out to Sexy Boy before.
Have they?
Yeah, it was a woman. I forget what it was.
Oh,
Adesanya came out to the Undertaker's theme.
Yeah,
with an urn.
I'd come out
And
to
the hat, the
the
jacket.
Val Venus theme with a saxophone and shit.
Yes. Someone just rips off a towel and like swings it into the crowd.
Either that, I'd come out to I Still Believe from Lost Boys. The saxophone.
I would do
I still believe.
I would do Alter Bridge, Metalengus, and that'd be the only thing I would want.
Alter Bridge is just fake Creed.
I know it is, and we're gonna talk about that after this card because we need to talk about this.
We already
There
did,
are
didn't we?
conspiracies. There's hope. There's a lot of things. No, it isn't.
Well, I did when you weren't on. So
But
I'm done with it.
go up, Paul.
No, only thing I said is that they already
Yeah.
said it's probably going to happen eventually. It's just they're both on tour right now, so maybe next year.
If y'all can, check out my prediction vid. I got a upset on this main card.
Who do you got?
I'm picking Pantoja.
No,
Okay.
He's got two
That's
wins.
so
He's
good.
got 2 wins over Moreno. Moreno's never beaten this guy, so I got
it
and
was like 5 years ago, bro. And
I understand,
Moreno's
but
been awesome. No, dude, he's going to beat his ass. I also hope so because Moreno's like one of my favorites. I love Moreno.
Yeah, Brandon Moreno is awesome. Yeah, here this is a story of redemption. Hopefully for Brandon Moreno, I'm pulling for him in this one.
Redemption. Oh, well, because he lost to him.
Yeah, it's the only guy that's beaten him twice so far, I think, in the UFC. And for him to pick him, or for Pantoja to be the number 2 guy right now. Also, cool part is, it's the first time he's fought. I don't think Pantoja's fought for the belt before. So that's always awesome. But hopefully Brandon Moreno made some adjustments and understood what's going on with him. Bo will take him
that's
down.
right. Okay, so when was the first fight was an exhibition in the Ultimate Fighter, so it was okay. That didn't count. But so this is officially the second time they fought. But
yeah,
overall the third if you count the exhibition. But I don't.
Nah. Let's
That's why
go
John
up.
Gunther's still undefeated. Oh no, he has one loss.
Let's go up to the main event. This one's gonna be wild. Creative striker Yair Rodriguez finally getting that title shot. I knew he could get someday. Taking on Alexander Volkanovski to unify the belts, and hopefully, winner keeps that one, the Aztec belt that he had in at the temple, because I like that belt a lot.
First of all, I got to congratulate USADA for being able to find Yair Rodriguez, because usually it's very difficult. You never know where he is. He's always on the run. So they found him, which is good, because now this fight can happen.
Yeah,
Volkanovski's going to beat us. Well, I mean, I expect it to be a pretty entertaining fight. I don't think he's going to finish him. I think he'll win a decision, but I think it's going to be a pretty one-sided decision. I won't say I want to be a good fight, but I think we're going to be like, man, Volk is the man. In case we forgot, which no one's forgotten, he's the man, and he's going to look like the man on Saturday.
Yeah, I got Volk by late TKO. I really don't think anybody, maybe Taporia, but I don't really think anybody else can hang with him.
Not at this weight class. I mean, the only person I want to see him fight is Islam. That's it. I don't know why he's fighting out here. That's dumb. I should be fighting Islam another 12 times before the career's over. That's what I want.
Well, if he loses the belt, he can go up to 155 and challenge immediately for the title.
Do it anyway.
Tim, they're not going to give you what you want, okay?
I thought he won that fight. I thought that was a robbery.
I don't think he won that fight. 3-2. But, it was good though.
According to DraftKings, too, Yair is a plus 285 underdog on this card. I thought it would be a little higher than that, to be honest with you.
Stop looking at DraftKings because I don't want to be tempted to bet.
I'm doing my dollar bet. I'm doing my dollar stuff this week. My $5 bet.
I just already lost $1,000 this year gambling altogether. Well, that's including Vegas, but
I'm down probably about like $300 or $400. Because probably 200. But because I won that $400 thing when Tim was like, Leon's gonna lose, and it win $400. Yeah,
should have lost.
Yeah,
it was a glitch in the matrix. Anytime you're right, it's a glitch in the matrix.
Yes, something has changed and gotten racist. That's what the glitch in the matrix is.
Usually it's just something that doesn't make sense, and it shouldn't happen that way. But it somehow, that's usually.
To be honest with you, I'm thinking about putting some money on Dricius. Dricius is a plus 310 right now.
That's not bad. Listen, that's not a bad bet. I mean, you want to do some.
Dan Hooker is a plus 240. I would put $1 on all of those fights.
There's Duplessis, Hooker, and Woodburn. $100.
Yes. Woodburn is a plus 1,300.
No, he's a minus.
No, plus 1,300.
He is? On this side, like 750.
Well, according to the DraftKings app on my phone.
Well, then they'll take that bet. Then, do it.
I will do one without Bo Nichols' opponent and one with, and see which one hits. If I hit,
put $1,000 on Woodburn.
No, I don't have that kind of money, dude.
$13,000.
I don't have that kind of money to spend right now. I had to pay a lawyer. Okay.
Yeah, but if you win,
no.
Well, like, what if you just bet $50 on Woodburn? What would that bring you back?
$50. Let's
$650.
No shit.
Oh,
yeah. Math.
Let me look real quick. $50.
I just said if he's plus 1,300, Ray, that would be $650.
Well, it rounded up to 700. Well, apt in
sense. Oh no! DraftKings gives you total payout, so they're adding your $50 you put in.
Yeah.
Okay, so you win $650.
Yeah,
which I was right. Math.
Bro, Dana White would have a heart attack if that happened.
Bro, Oh my God! Do you
Yeah, and
realize?
you know what? Things always go the way they want them to go. So I want some things to like fuck with them. It never happens. It seems like it always goes their way.
Yeah, I just want Bo Nickel to lose. That's all I want. I haven't liked him since 285.
I mean, they're losing stars left and right. If Connor's officially done and Nunez is done, they can't afford to lose it. Like, I don't.
I think they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
I don't know.
But,
Yeah,
dude,
man.
Dude, they're about to have Zuckerberg versus Musk. All right.
I want it to
Biggest
happen
nerd
more than I
fight
want to
ever.
breathe.
Can we? How about instead of them fighting each other, can we both have them fight UFC fighters? Can we see that?
Is there tune-up fights for each other?
Yes.
Uh,
I can't see that fight actually being entertaining because the weight classes were she's so different, and it's an exhibition. They probably have stupid rules. They wouldn't even score it. They'd just be hanging on each other. I'd put even like if they both don't break a nose at least, I'll be pissed. I want to see them both Bloody.
what if Musk
Don't take
has-
elbows out. They take elbows out. I'm not buying it.
What if Musk has like a strong base, like really strong defense? You ever think about that? What if Elon Musk has like, I don't
You got
know,
ways to do by about
Olympic
70
level
pounds.
sprawl?
Maybe.
I mean,
I don't
in
know,
my
man.
head, I would think that Zuckerberg would, only because he's younger, I would think he'd have the advantage, you know, but then again, he's smaller, so I don't really
A
know.
lot smaller. Yeah, if they were the same weight class, I'd say Zuckerberg 100%. But they got to figure something out, man. I don't know. They at least got to get it within 20 pounds, man.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't think they can. I mean, if you're talking about a guy who walks around at 220 and a guy who walks around at 150, like Zuckerberg is not going to be able to gain any weight. So you got to get Musk down to like 180.
Plus,
I don't know if he has that much fat on him.
Zuckerberg just looks like a guy who's never fought in his life. Like Elon Musk.
No, but he's winning jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess he does. Everybody, it seems like every celebrity's doing jiu-jitsu now. So that's
I know, dude. It's the Scientology of martial arts. I've been saying that.
like Russell Brand. He's apparently a black belt, and Jonah Hill.
Yeah, it's a Scientology of martial arts. It's actually kind of making it look bad. I kind of wish that it's not jiu-jitsu's fault, all right? But they're not doing judo. You know why they're not doing judo? Because they don't want to get thrown around, dumped on their heads.
Yeah, that's why I like catch wrestling too. Catch wrestling classes and snake pits and shit is like lightly attended sometimes. Is just because everybody's throwing each other around or like trying to strongman during what do you call them, pummels and shit.
I would talk
Those are
crap
always
about
fun.
Zuckerberg, but he entered a tournament under a pseudonym and won. So I mean,
I'm just
that's
saying,
not fake. That's not fake.
I think Elon Musk has had some, because he wasn't always rich, so I think he's had some street experiences. Zuckerberg just looks
probably
like Zuckerberg just
up
looks
during
like a guy who's
apartheid?
been a nerd all his life, you know?
Yeah, growing up in as a white boy, poor white boy in South Africa at apartheid. Sure,
Yeah,
I'm sure he did get in fights. He said he did. I'm sure he did.
That would be awesome. It's like a great 1-2 and a fucking hook, just like. He's got a good 1, 2, 3 like that would be, and he just puts fucking Zuckerberg on his ass, and you just hear you see Rogan grabbing shoulders, going ah!
I hope for the world because so many people will pay for that. And Dana just said it's like it'd probably be $100 pay-per-view. Okay, if it's $100 pay-per-view, then I bet somebody better get knocked the fuck out. That's all I'm saying. I want a standing TKO like fucking Conor and Mayweather. All right, no, I want to fucking someone's lights out. I don't care who. One of them
Face to the mat, just dead.
Yes, I want. Yes, Masvidal, Askren. That's what I want.
yeah, that would be great. Well, who do you want to see get? Who do you want to see get Askren?
Both of them, really. I want to see at the same time. Just that double
Zuckerberg
knockout.
more than anybody. I like Elon Musk.
Ooh,
Elon's charismatic as shit. I'm a fan of any kind of charismatic human being, no matter what sport they do. I'm a fan of theirs if I see them cutting a wrestling promo or like just being their outrageous self. And
which guy do you think would?
quiet
Which guy do you think would give you $100 if you needed?
Elon.
Like if you're on the street, I don't think.
Elon.
I think Zuckerberg would first.
Zuckerberg's like too.
Zuckerberg doesn't spend his money. Elon does.
You just made my point for me. Zuckerberg would walk by the homeless person because he didn't want to give them the money. Fucking Elon spends his money and says, "Yeah, would you like a Tesla to sleep in?" Like that's what he would do.
I tend to agree with Ray. Zuckerberg just seems like more of an elitist to me. You know,
he's a robot.
I honestly think Musk is fooling everybody. I think he's an ass.
There's a genuineness to him where I'm like, holy shit! Like
it's the autism.
Yeah. You can
I'm not saying that as a joke.
No, there's definitely some spectrometer right there.
No, he is. He said he's the first like autistic person to host SNL, which I mean, Dan Aykroyd was on SNL for years, and I think he's autistic. But what was I going to say? I don't know.
Yeah, I think
Zuckerberg probably has more empathy.
What? Zuckerberg stole Facebook from a couple of twins. What are you talking about?
Yeah, a couple douchebags.
According to the movie, kid, follow the money. Who produced the movie?
No. Dude, have you seen the Winklevosses? You're like, dude, I wouldn't. No, they don't seem like good. They seem like date rapers. What they look like.
No, you revisionist history, man. You typical liberal, white liberal in the North.
Like how accurate was that movie? Because if it was accurate, I definitely want to see Zuckerberg get his ass kicked.
Probably not very.
But yeah,
I don't know, but the Winklevosses made a lot of money. Ended up making a lot of money for having one half-ass idea.
Goddamn right.
Whatever happened to the Napster guy? Where is he? Is he still rich?
Probably.
He probably bought into like Spotify or something at some point. He was like, I finally was right. Yay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whatever happened to him.
Oh,
I know Tom from Facebook or from MySpace does like nothing. I think
he like
just lives off the dividends from selling MySpace.
That sounds perfect, actually.
Oh, make that dream happen for us, guys. Share out.
What do you do? I made MySpace and sold it. Yeah, but what do you do now? I started MySpace and sold it.
Well, my private plane leaves on Monday, and I get to Chicago,
right?
And then I go to Istanbul for a couple days. And
tell you what, man, about to steal your girlfriend. Yeah, that's what he does.
If I had Tom money. Oh my god, if I had Tom from MySpace money, you'd never see me. Like I would just be in different countries all day, like all the time, like just hanging out, finding like the rich people places to live, and then live.
Yeah,
just
probably.
living in them quietly.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, the only thing keeping me from traveling is the money. So yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah. I'd be in Vegas right now.
My throat hurts. I'm tired, man. I'll do Hero of the Week next week. All right. I'll make it up because I have a good story, but I'll wait. I don't have the energy for it right now, and I have another thing I'm going to do too that I'll wait till next week too because I just don't have it in me right now.
All right. Well, Paul, so you can take this down completely. I'm just press end share.
Okay. Later.
I'm sorry, dude. I've been having having really bad ADHD issues. Like it's getting worse. I need to go fucking see. I need to see somebody and get on something.
Yes,
if they're only giving me Strattera, I'll fucking
stop shares at the top of the screen.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I will try Strattera again. I don't think it will help, but maybe it will not help.
Well, hopefully it does.
I don't think. Well, it won't help us. It won't be nearly as good as the other stuff I've taken, but I'm hoping.
Well, boys and girls, Bro Plata for another day is over. We will see you Tuesday after UFC 290. Once again, rest in peace to the legend Pete Bearcat and his family. We will see you guys tomorrow at the funeral. We love you guys as always. And for all of you out there, we love you too. And we will see you at the Kumite, fam.
Remember one time, actually, this happened more than once. I thought I had a pretty good set. I get off the stage and I'm like, dude, good job, man. Good job. Cool. And then I see Pete. He's like, you fucking died up there. You fucking suck again. I'm like, did Pete think I sucked? And they're like, dude, he wasn't even in the room. Like, he's just fucking with you. He was outside during your set.